Hi everyone, I thought I'd take just a few moments of your time to kind of iron out some of the confusion as far as streaming goes. I know we've got a lot on our plate as we're trying to think about reaching kids who are in front of us in the classroom and kids who are at home synchronously learning, and then of course kids who are at home asynchronously learning and can't get to the internet to view our lessons or whatever till later in the day or at a different time. Um, Now, for the kids who are in front of us and are synchronously learning, we have, the opportunity to use still Google Meet. You can still use Google Meet. The only two things you're going to lose at the end of September are you can't do a meet that's longer than 60 minutes at a time, and you can't record it anymore after the end of September. But I've got the solution for you. Super quick and easy. And that is to use the ViewBoard software that you have, which is a way better way to record your lesson anyways, because you'll have all of these tools that you normally would have for the ViewBoard software. So let's just imagine that I've got kids out in front of me in class, and then I've got kids who are watching this live either through Google Meet or through GoGuardian video conferencing. And then I've got these kids who want to watch this at home later. Or even kids who are in front of me and want to watch it at home later. Sometimes they want to go back and review something I said or whatever. So the way it works is use your ViewBoard software. Super quick and easy. All right. So you see this little picture-in-picture, I guess, where I'm in the upper right-hand corner. The way I got that there was to go to the magic box in the ViewBoard software, and you'll see an option here for a camera, and you click on that, and then you have to put a check box in the camera that you want to use, which I did by this one. Yours might be listed as something different, but just put a checkbox in there and you'll get this little picture-in-picture like what I've got. And then to start recording your lesson, then you go here to this third item down and you click on the camera, the screen recorder, and it'll count down 3, 2, 1, and it'll start recording right here in the bottom of your screen. You see it's indicating that it's recording right now. Anyway, so let's say I'm teaching a lesson on Norway, okay, and I've got my ViewBoard software up, and I've got this map of Norway, and I'm going to go and try to point the kids to paying attention, looking at this class, and we're talking about the border between the two countries and whatnot, doing all this stuff. And then let's say I want to go look at a web page. Well, the problem with that is if I just open up the web page and I want to start drawing on it, nothing happens. Okay, I had my tools up and running, but where did they go? And nothing's happening, and the kids aren't necessarily going to see this, and it's frustrating and all that stuff. Okay. Well, if I use the Windows toggle button right here, and I toggle into the web page that I have open, and you'll know you're toggled in there because, see, I can go back to the ViewBoard and back to Windows using that. This is still open, and I still have all of my tools available here then. And now I can draw on the web page and make annotations on a web page. Or a Word document, let's say, if I wanted to open up a Word document. Okay, I can just close this out, I'm going to open this up, go back to my ViewBoard, toggle into my Microsoft Word document, and again here I've got my tools available, and I can annotate on the Microsoft Word document and do anything I want to on that thing. And then I toggle back to my ViewBoard, and I can do things in my ViewBoard and go back again to that Microsoft Word document. Or I can go back to my web page and be able to do whatever on that again. Okay, and so it's a nice way to present anything that's on your computer to kids and be able to use all of the ViewBoard tools on those, whether it's a PowerPoint or a Microsoft Word or whatever, and you don't have to open them by going to the magic box. You just open them up on your computer. Same with Smart Notebook files. Okay, if I hit the Windows toggle and I opened up a Smart Notebook file on my computer in Smart Notebook, I could draw all over it and the kids would see the recording, and everything would be super great. So again, that's the way I would do recordings. And then of course, once you're done with the recording, when you hit stop right here, it's going to ask me where I want to save this, and I just save it to my Google Drive. and then give kids a link to it through Google Classroom. Hope this helps clarify some things for you, everybody, and have a great week.